Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to hold a pen properly. This will be a full tutorial, so let's get right into the video. I'll be going over two specific ways that you can hold a pen. Then I'll tell you what my own personal preference is. Let's get right into the video. As you can see right here, this is a pen, and as we get into the video, you'll notice that I'll be changing my grip quite a few times because that's just generally how I write. I use both of the grips that I'm going to show you. So you can see right here, this is a pen, and I like to hold it towards the bottom of the pen so that basically my finger right over here is, I would say this is probably about an inch from where my finger meets the pen to the tip of the pen. And that's obviously with it unclicked. So if you click it, yeah, it's still, roughly about an inch. But essentially, you don't want your fingers to be touching the paper. You can see they're just hovering right above the writing surface. They're not actually touching it. So they're just hovering above it. The tips of these fingers are not touching it. What is touching it is this area of my hand over here. Now, the first way that I like to hold the pen, and this is probably the most proper way to hold the pen, is something like this, where you have it resting on your middle finger, on the inside portion of your middle finger, and then this finger right here is there for support, and your thumb is sort of meeting your index finger right here. Then you can write like this. It works really, really well. It gives you support, and it doesn't really tire out your forearm or your wrist. So that's the first way of holding a pen. Now the second way is if you take your middle finger and you move it like this. So the second way involves less support over here, okay, but more support over here. So now your middle finger and your index finger are on the front portion of the pen. Your thumb is still meeting your index finger, but the pen is now resting on the inside portion of your ring finger over here. And you can write like this as well. Same thing, these tips are not touching the writing surface, only this part of my fingers, of my palm is touching the writing surface. Now I personally usually write like this, because generally speaking, it cramps my hand less, because when I write like this, you can see it's less dominating than if I write like this. I'm squeezing my hand together even more. So for myself, because I write a lot of stuff on paper with pen, I usually generally write like this. But you can write like that as well. That works as well. It's kind of a matter of personal preference. And also with regards to personal preference, your thumb, where it meets the index finger. Some people write where the thumb is like this. And this is generally, I guess, more of a proper way of writing. But still, it causes my hand to cramp a little too much. So I just write like this. But essentially, your thumb is there for support. It's not doing much of the levering. It's not doing much of the movement, right? So you can see right here, it's not doing a lot of the movement. This is all where the movement happens right here. You can see the thumb is just there for support. This is how you move it like this. You're kind of using your fingers like that to move the pen. That's it. So that is how to hold the pen properly. I've shown you exactly how to do it, and I've told you about my personal preference, which is generally speaking like this, because it causes me to cramp less, but that's up to you. You can sort of do it however you want to do it, but that's how to hold the pen properly. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.